Okay, so today we're going to be learning about renting a vehicle. So from time to time, you may need to rent a vehicle, which means to use the vehicle by agreeing to a set fee. Some vehicle rental agencies charge a daily rate plus a per mile rate. Others charge a daily rate with no mileage fee. In either case, you pay for the gasoline used. You might also have to pay a collision damage waiver, CDW fee, on a rented vehicle. It requires you to pay a fee so that the rental company waives its right to recover from your losses for any physical damage that you cause. Use this formula to determine how much you are paying to rent per mile. So for cost per mile, we take the total cost and we divide it by the number of miles. So a lot of this is just reading and figuring out how much we're paying. So Joe rented a standard SUV in Cleveland for 3 days at $49.95 per day, plus 20 cents per mile. He purchased the collision waiver for $24.99 a day. Joe drove 468 miles and paid $66.70 for gasoline. What is the total cost to rent the SUV? What is the cost per mile to rent the SUV? So first, let's figure out the total cost. So the first thing I want to do is per day, how much are you spending just to rent it? So $49.95 times everything's by 3 days. So let's see what that would be. 49.95 times 3. So that's $149.85. He also has to pay 20 cents per mile, and he drove 468 miles, so we're just going to multiply those. So 0.20 times 468. So just mileage, he has to pay $93.60. What else? He purchased the collision waiver for $24.99 a day, so we got to do that times 3, because there's 3 days. So that's $74.97. Let's see, so we got the waiver, we got the per day, we got the miles. Oh, and I underlined this. He had $66.70 in gas. And we don't have to multiply that to anything because they didn't say per day or anything like that. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add all these up to find out what his total cost was. 149.85 plus 93.6 plus 74.97 plus 66.7. So his total cost would be $385.12. All right, and then remember, according to our formula, to find the cost per mile, we take the $385.12, and we have to divide by the number of miles, which here it's 468 miles. So I'm just going to divide those two. I'm going to just move that up so we see it better. Taking my total, dividing it by the total miles. So he's paying about 82 cents per mile. So the math on this isn't too bad.